Hi.
Hey.
Lars.
Amanda.
Okay.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. And yeah. But Håvard asked you to give your opinion, do this film.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you know much about my background, but
You are?
Cree, Métis, and Soto.
Okay, yeah.
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 And I also have a degree in Indigenous Studies.
Yeah.
So I think Håvard thought it would be okay for me to have a look more at the documentary. And I was sad that the story was being told in the way it was, told by, or even being imagined by somebody who wasn't Apache themselves. You had that uncomfortable thing with the women who said that they were descendants, and then Pius was very upset that because they weren't.
But don't you think that's interesting?
No, I find it sad. I find it very sad that that would be entertainment to somebody, because it is a very hurtful thing how our identity has been pushed upon us for so long.
But just ignore it.
People like that generally want attention, so why would you give them attention? And then this book by an explorer being an inspiration, that I think is what I struggled with the most.
With
because
people, I mean, Ingstad was Norwegian, and that's part of our background as being Scandinavian. We had those sort of explorers writing books or newspaper articles about what they saw, because back in their countries, nobody knew anything about the world.
And yet what they wrote wasn't true, and a lot of the times, of the times they just made things up, and so we would like to tell our stories. The colonial story has been told, and so now it's time to let Indigenous peoples around the world have the right to find their stories, decide whether they want to share them, and decide whether they have the right to even share them. It's very easy to stir up troubles or problems that might not be considered a problem by someone who's not Indigenous.
I'm maybe a little bit careful with that. That we cannot make films or books or anything about our own nationality. I think it's a dangerous attitude.
Well, when we come to stories and things like, I think we've come to a place or a time now where we really need to reconsider, do we have the right to know everything? Do we have the right to share everything? I still don't have all of the agency or the tools I need to tell my family's stories or my stories, but other people can come in and do that, and it just feels like another way that colonialism tries to sneak in and take things from us, because our stories are our knowledge and who we are.